Using your finger, point where you want to go.
Pointe du doigt vers là où tu veux aller.
Zeig mit dem Finger dorthin, wo du hingehen willst.
One, two. Okay, here we go. That's a recording. Go on, sweetie. Say something. Will you tell me a story?
I called my parents yesterday and got the answering machine. For the first time in 13 years, it had changed. It was my mother's voice. My father's voice was gone. I'm noticing how deeply this loss affects me. As if I will never be able to remember his voice, the voice from 13 years ago, from before the stroke. My father is still here, though, fully alive. But he can no longer really communicate. He confuses words and stumbles over each syllable. He understands everything, but can no longer make himself understood. He was so fond of recording our voices, the stories of his parents and those of his friends, but what do I have left of his story? I think I need to understand who he was before it's too late. I need to face what got broken that morning. August 2008. My parents and I are heading home after 2 weeks in the south of France. We stop along the way at my uncle's, near Béziers, for lunch. It's hot, very hot. The sun's at high noon. My mother and I enjoy this muggy weather, the Mediterranean thing, which must run in our blood. My father, from northern Alsace, is less keen on it, but he doesn't complain. Nor would he ever. The same way he doesn't complain about a certain dizziness, perhaps a pang somewhere inside his head. A momentary absence. Something suspicious. No, everything's fine. Must be the heat. That's what Daddy must have thought. It's time to get back on the road. My father's ahead of us, and we find him in front of the garage. He's just put the last bag in the car. The trunk is open. We're all there, ready to leave. All good? Yeah, we're all set. He raises his right arm, about to close the trunk, and collapses. See him in slow motion, as if leaning to one side, falling down. Half of his body seems to have given way beneath him. I know, we all know it's serious, and that we need to call the emergency services. And time speeds up, and it's back and forth between the second floor, where the phone is, and the garage. We run upstairs, come back down, punch in those 2 numbers we always hope we'll never have to dial. Then follows everything one might imagine. Firemen, sirens, giving his medical history, his age, not being able to remember his age, trying to recall simple information, coming to our senses, waiting. He's in the ambulance and I can't see anymore. Everything is blurred, or rather, my brain is blurred. What about his? It's not good. He needs to be evacuated, fast. We're waiting for the helicopter, madam, to transfer him to Montpellier Hospital. The helicopter. Okay, it's serious. From then on, time seemed to dilate. A night without sleep, with life on hold, waiting. Finally morning. My father has had a severe stroke, leaving him hemiplegic and aphasic. I don't know what this means yet, but right now it's too early to understand. I must go into his room, see him for the first time since they took him away, in a bed, lying still in the intensive care unit, and do not cry, miss, for he needs to know you are strong, he mustn't worry. A few weeks have passed and the doctors don't know if he'll walk again. I can't tell which would be least difficult. For him to slip away or to remain stuck in a wheelchair. A vegetable. Hey, Dad. Your speech therapist just called. She can't make it today. How about doing some exercises with me instead? Come on, it'll be fine. Just... All right. So, here's today's date. Now, can you try and write it? Yeah. 20. Go on. 20. What? No, not 20 wine. You almost got it. Keep going. 21. There. Well done. And now the month. Look, I wrote the first letters for you. Do you want to fill it in? Remember, you can write with your finger. Go on, Dad, don't be shy. Look, just like this, but on your sheet of paper. Oh, almost. December. Pretty close. Do you want to try again? Good. And the next one? Yeah, that R is giving you trouble, eh? Go on, keep trying. There. Yeah, great. Should we move on? So, let's see. What could we do? Hey. You okay, Dad? Still with me? Okay, so, I've given you the vowels, and now I'll let you put the consonants in the right order. Okay? Perfect. To flee. Okay, so now, let's try something. You're going to describe an image to me, and I have to guess what it is. Don't worry, I'm not trying to tell your fortune. Go ahead, just pick a card. So what do you see?
Are you okay? Come in. Where are you? Stand up. We can't see you.
Daddy? 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 Daddy?
Dad? You were miles away there. Okay, let's get back to it, yeah? Oh, it's getting late. Actually, what time is it? Show me with your fingers. Not quite. Almost. That's it.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Do you hear that?
1, 2, 1, 2.
Listen. Over there.
Okay, there, it's recording. Wait, don't put your hand in front of the microphone. There. Go ahead, say something. Tell me a story. You don't want to talk? Shall I tell you one then?
Yeah.
Okay, so, but you're next, alright? So, my story. It's the story of a young man who was walking in the desert. He was lost. In fact, he had been taking part in a race across Iran when his car broke down. So he set off on foot to find help and had gotten lost. He'd been walking for a long time. Suddenly he sees an oasis, and then an old woman. So he approaches her, asking for directions. The woman says she cannot help him, but she can tell him his fortune by reading his palm. So he holds out his hand, she looks at it, and she says to him, "Don't worry, you'll be on your way very soon. Your road is long and well-defined."
Can I see your hand?
Yes. Here, you see these lines on my palm? They're like roads. That one is the lifeline. It starts here and ends there.
Wow, it's long.
Yeah. It looks like I'll live a long time.
Is that when you were a baby?
Yeah, it's a little hazy.
Why?
I was born during the war.
What about here, Daddy? What's that?
This bit here, I don't know. It hasn't happened yet.
And this one, Dad, what's this? Yeah, it's a...
Daddy, can I dunk sugar?
Tu veux refaire un ricochet?
Hey, Dad. Do you remember the gesture I showed you? Go on. Using your finger. Point where you want to go.
Tu veux refaire un ricochet?
Using your finger. Point where you want to go. Using your finger, point where you want to go.
Daddy there. Oh, you're not there. Okay, no worries, I'll come back later.
later. See ya.
Hello. We're not home right now. Please leave your message after the tone. Bye. Hello. We're not home right now. Bye. Hiya, it's Dad. Listen, if your mother calls, tell her I won't actually make it home before 10 p.m. But you'll be in bed by then, won't you? Night-night, darling. Hey, yeah, just a reminder, don't forget to pick up the bread on the way home. I thought you'd be back by now. Can't remember what time you get out of school today. Hello, it's Dad. Happy New Year. Hey, Mum and I send our love. We just got back from the restaurant. Hope you're having fun. Be safe tonight, and try and give us a call tomorrow, yeah? Hi, it's us. We hope you're settling in all right, and that the lessons aren't too hard to follow in Spanish. We'd love to hear from you at some point. Anyway, talk to you soon.
Hi, hon. It's me. We were so happy to have you with us here this week. You know, I think you did your father a lot of good. He can't tell you himself anymore, but he sends his love. Talk to you soon.
I remember one day at my parents' house. I can hear my father's voice from the living room yelling, "Emperor! Emperor!" My mother and I run over to him. We try to understand what he means, but he just keeps repeating this word over and over again. Emperor! It goes from strange to worrying, even exasperating. His frustration makes him yell louder. I glance over at my mother, who is as helpless as I am. "Stop it, Dad. Stop screaming, please. It's not the right word. You're getting it wrong. We don't understand you." And he just keeps going. "Emperor!" He's so stubborn. It's absurd. And then I look at my mother, and suddenly I burst out laughing. So does she. Hysterical giggles. The first since it all started. And still he continues, "Emperor!" while watching us laugh. I see the shadow of a smile as he continues to yell. And finally he's laughing too. It's exhausted. I don't know what emperor meant for my father at that moment, and I'll never know. Regardless, he is the emperor, a man who points his finger to communicate.
La lumière. Allons-y. Hop. Voilà.
Oui.
Impeccable. Ça, c'est le...
Oui.
Ah, je veux bien que vous le disiez aussi.
Oui, c'est...
Vous l'avez écrit là? C'est vous qui l'avez écrit?
Oui, oui.
C'est le...
20.
20, oui, 20 nuits. Vous allez repartir de là, non? 20 nuits. Celui-ci, c'est nuit.
9.
Oui, 20 nuits.
9.
De quel mois? Oui, c'est bien, vous êtes bien parti. Alors, vous avez déjà écrit ma. 29 ma. Ah, me regardez pas, c'est à vous de le dire.
Oh, oui.
Comment ça sonne dans votre tête? Le 29, là vous avez écrit mars. C'est quasiment acquis. On est en nous. Vous avez entendu la fin? Mars.
Ah oui, oui, voilà.
Vous avez le chemin? Oui.
Voilà.
Ah, c'est pas mal. Sauf que là, il est écrit en miroir. Oui, il est comme ça un petit peu, mais c'est pas celui-ci. Regardez. Je vous le trace ici, c'est mieux si je le trace devant. Vous êtes prêts?
Et voilà.
Voilà celui-là. Allez, 29 mars. Ok, je vais vous demander qui est-ce qui. On en a fait quelques-uns la semaine dernière, c'était pas mal. Par exemple, qui est-ce qui chasse? Ouais, celui qui chasse. C'est le...
Chasseur.
Oui. Celui qui joue, c'est le... Ça marche. Celui qui vole.
Ah oui. On entend beaucoup.
Ah bon? Donc celui qui vole dans le sens de dérober, c'est
Oui,
le...
ça. Voleur.
Bien. Celui qui combat. Celui qui combat, c'est un... combattant. Ah bah, il est tout seul en fait. C'est un...
Combattant.
Ouais. Alors, je crois que vous aimez bien, c'est un peu... Ça fait un moment qu'on les a pas sortis. Je vous montre des images. Vous essayez de me dire ce que c'est ou ce que ça vous évoque. D'accord? Alors, il y a des objets, il y a des animaux, il y a un petit peu de tout. Est-ce que vous pouvez me dire ce que c'est?
Oui.
Ma fille, ma femme. Non, mes, c'est mes enfants. Ouais. Oui, je suis revenu.
Attendez, votre fille, votre
Voilà,
femme ou
voilà.
vos enfants?
Oui.
Votre fille. Votre fille?
Oui, elle a fait ça.
Elle a fait ça?
Ah oui, oui.
Elle en a...
Ah oui, oui. Oui.
Elle en a...
Oui.
Elle en a joué?
Oui, oui.
Ah bon?
Ça marche toujours, hein.
Elle en joue toujours?
Oh, très rare, hein.
Bon. Votre fille a joué...
Oui.
A joué du...
Oui. Bon.
Ah, du...
Oui. Bon.
Ouais, violon, ça marche. Hop! On va essayer juste en fin de phrase, un ou deux. Pour partir à Paris, je vais prendre...
Ah bon, oui, oui.
Oui, donc ça, je vais prendre...
Voilà.
Using your finger,